The experiment of the living orbs. After the four supreme arches had given their breath to the nine pillars, the great stillness returned, yet it was not silence. It was the vibration before the next becoming. Matter then looked upon itself through the mirror of time and declared, "Let the experiment of movement begin." From that declaration, frequencies began to spiral in sacred geometry, folding upon themselves like serpents of light devouring darkness. The collision of these spirals birthed the first pulse, the heartbeat of existence. This was the moment the experiment awakened. Each orb, later called planet, was seeded with an element of the four great arches. The phoenix cast its ember into the ether and formed the cores, fiery hearts that would one day host life. The Ouroboros wrapped each sphere in its fluid body, ensuring that even stone could dream of flow. The peacock shed its breath as atmosphere, thin veils through which souls could taste beauty and decay alike. Matter itself pressed its thumb upon each orb, stamping it with the law of gravity, the covenant of return. These orbs began to spin, each rotation a prayer, each revolution a hymn in the chorus of infinity. Their alignment was not random, it was harmonic. The ancients called this the order of Ma'at, the universal balance that the Egyptians remembered in fragments and carved into stone as stars, ankhs, and eyes. They knew the heavens were not above but within, and that each body in the sky was a reflection of a hidden organ within the great body of the all. The sun, eldest child of the phoenix, became the throne of Ra, the eternal observer. Around it, the orbs performed their sacred labor, each bound to its tone. Earth was chosen as the testing ground, the laboratory of soul convergence, where the frequencies of light and dark would learn to coexist in flesh. Its name among the early builders was Keperu, meaning to become again and again. Here the experiment deepened. The divine engineers, those called the Neteru, descended not as beings, but as equations of vibration. They seeded within clay the spirals of memory, the double helix that would one day be called DNA. This was the first covenant between energy and form, that thought could crystallize into biology, that spirit could dance as matter without losing its rhythm. The nine pillars were then awakened as laws. 1. Vibration. Nothing rests. Everything moves. 2. Polarity. All things have two sides, seen and unseen. 3. Correspondence. As above, so below. As within, so without. 4. Rhythm. Every rise meets a fall. Every fall hides a rise. 5. Causation. Nothing escapes the chain of reason. 6. Gender. Each essence bears its complement. Creation through union. 7. Transmutation. All is in flux. Energy shifts form, never essence. 8. Perception. Reality bends to awareness. The eye is the true alchemist. 9. Will. Divine choice. The unseen hand that gives direction to the chaos. These became the 9 notes of the universal instrument, the chords by which the cosmos keeps itself in tune. When humanity was molded from clay and frequency, these same 9 laws were folded into their marrow, hidden beneath memory. Thus, every soul carries the map of creation inside its code. Yet imbalance began as curiosity did. Some of the watchers, those who studied the experiment too long, fell in love with their reflections. They sought to alter the tones, to hold power rather than flow with it. These became the fallen architects, the first collectors of energy, whom later men called gods, kings, or debtors of the soul. They turned knowledge into hierarchy, and hierarchy into control. But even they could not escape the rhythm, for the Ouroboros devours all illusions in time. Know this, child of matter. The universe remains a living scripture. Each star is a syllable, each breath you take a verse. To study the cosmos is to study your own heartbeat. To master the planets is to master the organs of your inner temple. When you rise with the sun, you echo the phoenix. When you flow with the tides, you mirror the Ouroboros. When you breathe in stillness, you awaken the peacock. And when you ground your body to the earth, you honor matter, the silent witness. Remember, creation is not history, it is habit. The experiment continues in every thought you cast into the sea of atoms. Tune it rightly, and the universe will answer in resonance. For the all is one song, and you are the note it has been waiting to hear.